Hey, this is the World Advice Channel too. What I want to talk about today is a problem with Black YouTube. Now, when it comes to Black YouTube, what I mean by Black YouTube is I mean Black YouTubers, Black YouTube content creators to be even more specific. That is what I'm going to be talking about today when it comes to the problem I have with Black YouTube. So now I mention it, let's get started. So when it comes to the problem I have with Black YouTube, the problem with Black YouTube is, of course, no surprise to anyone for that matter, is that the problem I have with Black YouTube is that it just simply promotes Black stereotypes. Because whenever I look at all the Black YouTube videos, or more specifically, Black YouTube content creators, when they release videos, all they do is promote stereotypes when it comes to the Black community. Whether it could be things like they have a name that's ignorant, like for example, the black anime guy, or things like, you know, the black you know, marine assassin, or things like that. They have these names that obviously just just kind of come off as just promoting stereotypes. Instead of actually focusing on making good quality videos, they just simply promote stereotypes through the names, and not just through the names. They always talk about race all this freaking time they are making their videos. Throughout their whole videos, they spend their time talking about race and things like that for that matter. Making stereotypes and speaking in a Ebonics type way, even though it's statistically just down to common sense that the majority of black people, since we do not live in the hood or the ghetto, we should not speak in that way, but they speak in a very slangish way and stuff, and they just promote black stereotypes. And that's the truth about black YouTube, because when it comes to black YouTube, it would be so much better if they actually focus on, instead of actually, you know, you know, um just promoting stereotypes, they actually focus on making good quality content, okay? And that's the biggest issue with black YouTubers, okay? Is that they always have to promote stereotypes as an easy way to get attention and views, instead of actually focusing on actually making good quality actual content for that matter, okay? And that's the biggest problem I have with black YouTubers, is that they just want to promote black stereotypes instead of actually just focusing on when I make good quality content so people actually watch, instead of always constantly bringing up race and this and that and all that type of stuff all the freaking time. And that's the truth about black YouTubers, why I don't really like them that much, okay? Because as a black community, and this is the main point of the video, okay? If we're gonna expand and do better and be, of course, um be able to become, you know, most specifically, of course, it's most important where we accept ourselves, but even still, of course, be a part of mainstream society, become a part of mainstream society without being discriminated against, become accepted by mainstream society. How are we gonna actually do that if we spend all of our time promoting these stereotypes? And that's the thing about it, is that it's hurtful to the black community, because the thing of the matter is that if we just spend our time just promoting black stereotypes, then how exactly we're going to move forward? How are we going to get ourselves out there? Because the thing about black YouTube content creators is that that's all they do, in all honesty, okay? And pretty much all of them, all of the ones that are actually big and successful, it's the same freaking story. So the truth of the matter is, how are we going to really, like, do better without, of course, having to deal, of course, with the issue of racism and all that type of stuff, though? Um, you know, if we um are gonna keep on promoting stereotypes, and that's a problem with them, is that they just promote stereotypes, okay, all the freaking time. Just promote stereotypes, okay? Which of course is not good, because even if people who watch your video content are not exactly unquote, the exact racial type, the more and more they see this stuff all the time, subconsciously over and over and over again, it gets in their subconscious mind and they start making assumptions about black people and so on and so forth that might not necessarily be true. And you know, and accurate for that matter when it comes to dealing with the black community for that matter, okay? So the truth of the matter is if we want to do better and be accepted by and fit into society without of course always feeling like we are associated with stereotypes and stuff, then we are going to have to stop promoting it all the time, okay? Because to make things less racist, as I've noticed, even though this has become a bit of a right-wing talking point, which of course is not good, but it's still true, we need to actually focus as much as possible um, on making sure that we make sure race is not brought up as much. People tend to notice these things more when you bring it up all the time. And that's the truth about race. Okay? It tends to be more prevalent when you bring it up. When you don't bring it up, people don't notice it. The human brain has already been proven can only focus on 2 to 3 things at a particular period of time. Even if you're of a different race, if there's different things on your mind and you're not bringing up a certain particular thing, people are not going to think about it as much. Truth be told. So the truth of the matter is that's a problem with black YouTube, okay? In general as a whole. It's problematic because it just promotes black stereotypes, in all honesty. That's my issue with black YouTube, okay? For that matter, okay? Not to mention, as black people, since we're also discriminated against, this is just another point I want to add to this. We need something to also kind of look at to kind of help ourselves and make us feel better. I mean, entertainment that we can watch without the risk of being discriminated against. And a lot of black content creators are just crap because they just spend all their time just trying to promote black stereotypes, through their stuff to get easy attention instead of making sure that instead of focusing on the quality of their actual craft. So that's something else I want to know also add into it as well, is that we as black people need to have our own form of entertainment. And when it comes to creating our own form of entertainment, for that matter, to be quite honest with you, we also need to make sure, of course, no surprise, you know that we actually have good quality entertainers, because all the entertainers we have for black YouTube are ass. And that's the truth of the matter. At least the majority of them are ass. And they do exactly what I said that they tend to do. But anyway, aside from that fact though, back to the point I was making before, we need to end this issue. We need to end these black YouTubers promoting black stereotypes, because it's not good for us and it's not good for us in any way, shape, or form whatsoever. So that's the truth of the matter, okay? So anyway, this is my video. I hope you enjoy it, and as well as found it informative. Just remember, if you like this video and videos like this, remember to thumb this video up and hit the subscribe button. And this is off the say until we put them out. So bye.